What do you mean?
Hello,
20, yeah.
and welcome. Yeah, today is the 20th of July, and we are here with Women Matters. We met every 2 weeks lately, and today I give over the lead to Hannelie and Gertraud. We will see what they have thought out. Okay, over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Today's topic we chose is what is my vision for the future, and not only my personal vision, but like what is my vision for the future. And to check in, we say our name, where we are calling in from, and what is new, what is good, and what takes courage. Yeah, and who wants to start starts.
I'll start. I'm Hannelie from Johannesburg in South Africa. And what is new is a new relationship with life. And what takes courage is to stay present to other people's experiences and not to identify with it.
So, was it intended that we talk in general or about our lives?
That we learned to check in, and I could give you another question. What is good news or interesting challenges? So your personal landing here.
Good news that I'm alone again here, and I have the whole house for myself and can enjoy it after 3 weeks of not being really at home in my home. And the challenge is, will I stay always alone? Because also to find the balance between wanting to be alone and on my own and wanting to be in community. So that's what my challenge is for the next time.
All right, I'm Monja. I'm calling in from Vienna, Austria. Good news. As long as I don't turn on the TV and the media, I can find some personal good news, but as soon as I do that, it's very depressing. And it takes courage just not to be pulled down by all this world. And when we have only below 100 new infections, they bring it from all over the world where they have thousands. So it's really depressing. And yeah, what takes courage? Yeah, I don't know whether it's courage, it's self-defense, not to give in to all these bad news. Yeah, that's my vision.
For landing, for me, it's I had a wonderful day today. I was in the meadows, naked feet, doing qigong, and we have a stork. Is a storch? Is that the stork family with 3 babies? And the parents coming back and forth and clapping, and it was so sweet. It was so great. And then I had a wonderful session for myself for an interesting challenge. Yeah, that, and I wasn't aware. So it's also what took courage to go there. I wasn't aware, like I dated back to my mother being pregnant with me. So there was a very big incident, and so I'm like letting that sink in.
Can I ask you for clarification? I didn't get it. Your mother is pregnant with you?
Was.
So what is the
No,
child?
her father died at that time, and so there was a, yeah, so I don't need to go into that in the specifics. It was just to say I worked on myself a lot today, so yeah, that's what I got. And we wanted to go through the basic agreements in WeFlow. It's like a basic principle, and I read each and every one, and you just make a sign like, okay, I agree. Waving, nodding, whatever that might be. So the basic principle is, are we willing to give people freedom before anything? And then I have 4 micro agreements. Are we inviting the possibility of being mind blown and heart blown in service of integrating our life? Are we feeling free to sink in present moment awareness? And are we aiming for 100% play and maximum 69% serious? And allow for spontaneous genius and creation. Are we? I always have to laugh when I say that. And the last one is, do we offer our assumptions as open questions? Okay. So I have one more question for you till I hand over to Hannelie. This is...
Okay, I have a question. Sometimes we are not aware that we bring our assumptions. And so when we don't put it into a question, that needs some hint that is perceived as an assumption and that we can reformulate it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, as soon as we make an assertion, we might be in assumption mode. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so my question is, what is your current mood and what is your desired mood? And so we go in sharing again. Same order on not, as you please. What's your current mood? What's your desired mood? For now, for our session and maybe beyond.
My current mood is sort of okay, you know, not bad, but not really excited, but inspired, let's say. Desired mood, not much different, maybe more inspired, more happy or something, more excited.
Well, my current mood is very alert to what's going on in me. I've been doing this for a couple of days. I have been reading Suzuki's Be Like Silk and Steel. I don't know whether this is the English title in German. It's Sei wie Seide und Seid wie Seide und wie scharfer Stahl. And I even don't want to change that. That's okay with me. My desired mood to be more playful, no. I just want to be very serious.
Okay, okay, good.
Okay.
Well, that put me in a different mood. Very playful. Thank you, Sheila. And also you, Heidi and Gertraud. And yes, my desired mood is to see where that wants to go, that playful, exciting, something is bubbling up, to see where that wants to go, the desired one.
My current mood, just changing with you sharing, and I just have to say, you're so beautifully blending in with your background, Monja and Heidi. And Hannelie is like blending in with me and and Heidi, and having the background with Monja. It's funny. I like it. My current mood is kind of bubbling, and when you said serious, I mean, I had to laugh. Sorry. I take you seriously, but I don't want to be serious myself. And just like open for receiving whatever wants to come our way today. Yeah, that's why I hand over to Hannelie.
Great. So today we're going to do something a bit different. So we're going to start off with creating a safe, sacred space in our home base for ourselves to come back to while we are nourishing, envisioning, and manifesting our vision for the future. That we can come back to it to ground ourselves, center, and reorientate ourselves at any moment in time. And to also come back into this present moment that we already are in together, and to experience this playfulness in our bodies in a different way through 6 very gentle movements. And we're going to do them while we are sitting. We would usually do them standing, but just for the fun of it, we'll just do them as we are sitting. So when you are ready, we can begin. And the first one is we're just going to let go of everything to make space for this beautiful, amazing vision to come through and to be shared through us. We're going to shake our body a bit and just making space. We're holding so much stuff in our bodies, subconsciously and consciously, that we carry on behalf of the world. So we're just shaking it loose a bit and shimmy and just feel what it feels like to let go completely, utterly. You can use your voice as well if you wish to. Just to let go. And rest. And just notice the quality of your energy after that. And take a deep breath and sigh it out. And shake it out a bit again. Just a little bit. So we're creating space. And now we're going to open up to these possibilities, this desired state, this future, the vision that we have. We're just going to soften our body, our heart, and our mind, and we're going to open up. Just open up. And you can use your voice again in curiosity and awe and wonder. Just open up and soften the body, the mind, and the heart to make space for the vision to find us. So it's inviting and it's calling it into ourselves in whatever way feels good to you. And the focus is on feeling good. And rest. Take a deep breath. Sigh it out again. And relax. And from here, we're going to swing a little bit. So we're going to rock our bodies forwards, backwards, just to create movement, just to notice what it feels like to swing and to rock gently. We can use our arms to the front, and to the back, and to the sides if there's space. Just swinging, and notice what it feels like to swing and to rock. We're creating movement and flow for our visions to find us. We're going to sweep a little bit like we're washing windows to clear the windows of our perception, that we can see clearly, and to clear away all our thoughts and worries and concerns and activities that we don't need to focus on right now. We're just clearing them away. And we rest. Take a deep breath. Sigh it out. Shake it out a bit. And remember the joy of shaking it out. And then we're going to thrusting. So with your feet onto the floor, so your connection to the earth, we're going to thrust. So we're going to push. We're going to pretend we are a sumo wrestler. So we're going to push and pull against an external force. Push. Just notice what that feels like to push against external force and engage your arm muscles. You can use sound. And so you are a sumo wrestler, pushing and pulling against this force. Just notice what that feels like. Thrusting. And rest. Now imagine you are flinging some paint onto the wall with joy, playful. Flinging paint onto the wall like the culmination of the day, the joys and the frustrations. Just the ability to fling it out there away from us. Use sound and your breath. It doesn't feel half so good if we don't use sound in our breath. Fling it away. And rest. And now imagine you are Ginger Rogers or Fred Astaire and you're doing a tap dance with your feet. So you're creating a show, a performance of tap dancing, and you're inviting in your delight. You can use your arms as well if you want to. We are on the stage for this vision to find ourselves. And now imagine you're doing a flamenco, like a poised vertical stomping, showing up to the vision. Engaging your arms, muscles again. And rest. Take a deep breath. Relax. Side out and shake again. Shake it out. Now we're going to invite in shapes. So invite in any shape in your body and rest in contained stillness for a while in that shape. And then begin to slowly change shapes. Become aware of the line and dimension of your body. And the stillness that you contain as you have this shape. And begin to allow to relax your attention on the shapes, that the shape begins to move you like in the frame of a movie. Some slow, some faster. Just notice what it is to be a shape. And remember the playfulness. and relax. Take a deep breath and sigh it out again. Shake it out a little bit. And now hanging. So with your feet onto the floor, connected to the earth, imagine you're a little bit drunk. So you just fall into any direction, like completely surrender. Now imagine you're a fish in the water. You're hanging there in the water, like snorkeling, suspended in the water. Surrendering to the water. Now stretching your arms, you're floating on the air current like a bird. And it's effortless. And now make smooth, slow Tai Chi-like movements to gather your energy back into your body and your awareness. Just become aware of the weight, the flow of energy that you awakened in your body, in the space you created. And soothe your own energy, nourish it. When you're ready, relax. Now just do any free movement with your body. You can draw on any of these, swinging, hanging, thrusting, or shape your own way, and just notice which one where you're feeling at ease and comfortable, grounded, supported, relaxed, that you can come back to at any time while you are envisioning, nourishing, and manifesting your vision. Maybe a combination. Just be with that for a while. Notice your energy and relax. And over to Gertraud.
So, if you landed safely, just let us invite all the energies to support our process, to support our vision to come in. And let the movement sink in. Now ask yourself the question, staying in this mode. What is my vision? What is our vision? Our happiest dream about the future? Have another minute or two to sink into it and let it bubble up, sink in, whatever. What is our happiest dream about the future? Our vision. And only when you're ready, let's share.
Where all beings and creatures on our planet can flourish and experience true joy on all levels, in practical ways.
I have seen something like, first it was like sort of an abyss, but formed like this. And like a vase, like I don't know what it is in English.
Vase.
Yeah, vase. And that it was brown. And then it came up and expanded and went into a plane, very white and spacious. And there were objects on it, but in some distance to each other. And I don't know if it was people or something else. I don't know at this point. And then later there came from the top, like a cone, like a, you know, like a cover, like a roof. But that one seemed to be very dark. And then a certain point I could look down and saw that now it was all green or blue, where these people or things and objects were. And then I was wondering, and it seemed to be, it came to me the memory of the Cirque du Soleil, which I saw about 1.5 years ago, and the colorful movement of these absolute perfectionist exhibition of these people, which was like a miracle, you know, really. It was the most astonishing thing I have ever seen in real performance. And I had the impression that there was something like this very playful, seemingly playful, but with much dedication and much color and much, you know, also effort, but creating something absolutely beautiful out of that. Yeah, that was the vision, what I could see. And normally I don't see a whole lot, but today it came.
Well, at first I discussed with myself, what do you mean with future? Next week, next month, end of the year, 20 years. And so I settled on the end of the year. And the most important, I don't know whether it's the happiest dream, but the most important dream would be to be self-reliant, not to depend on anybody else with regard to being joyful, to be in my heart, to be open and vulnerable, but still not closing down. And yeah, to be self-reliant with regard to joy and happiness. Yeah, just to feel like I feel now in my skin, just happy. And of course, I owe it to you because you gave the input and I just followed. But I shall continue in this direction. Movement and breathing. So right now I have, following Suzuki, he died 30 years ago or something, but the power is still in his words, and he puts the importance on out, to breathe out, not breathing in, breathing out, and following your breath into emptiness. But this emptiness is just happiness as well. And yeah, this is what I will continue for the next months until the end of this terrible year 2020.
I have the spontaneous that we do that together right now, that we breathe out whatever doesn't serve us and breathe in happiness and joy, just to do it together.
Okay.
Maybe we could breathe out through our feet into Mother Earth, asking her to transform everything, and breathe into our hearts. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. My happiest dream was very practical. It was like that out of friction. So we created the word friction gain. So conflicts generate friction gain. So it was like, okay, we can agree to disagree. We can, out of this friction, out of this tension, something good coming out. So like not running away from disagreement, not running away from conflicts, but really like, what's the juice in it? What is it that can bring about joy and happiness and something new, something better than before? So that was the first thing that came to my mind. And the other one was like expanding the heart. This morning with the session I told you about, I had really like a burning heart. I mean, literally, it felt like burning. And it was expanding. It's beyond my body, beyond, I don't know, just really. And it felt like as if there was magma in it. And I thought, what is that? Because out of this, when it comes to the air, what can be created, what can be manifested out of this? Yeah, it was not, I didn't see something, but more, it has something to do with the heart and the burning heart and the expanding heart, which is not, it doesn't feel easy, or it's like expansion pain or something like that. So it's not easy peasy. So, but yeah. And my mission is being source of appreciation for people and organizations worldwide. And it's like, so it's like more the immediate, and then there is something, how would a work like look like if appreciation was the basis, self-appreciation and appreciation for others. If that was the basis, I mean, yeah. So it was more this, what could be if, yeah. Yeah. Do you have to add anything? Is anything that wants to be said still about your vision? And then let us sense into this, feel into ourselves and into this space we're creating together, the we are. And we will not do a round after that. I just pose the question and you ponder on it, and then Hannelie will take over. So let's sink into this we that we are. What is the most powerful emergence that we feel right now? And we will have 2 minutes silence, and then Hannelie will guide us to the next movement phase, sensory exploration phase.
That we have everything we need to fulfill this future, this vision, here, right now. And to make it real, we're going to invite in this present moment, here and now, our feminine aspects to guide our masculine aspects before we give it form, quality, description, or define it, by using our sensory senses, inner and outer. And we're going to sense into the essence of this, what just emerged for us all, in our own ways. So imagine you are experiencing this vision now. in your body, mind, and heart. You're welcome to close your eyes for a sensory exploration, or you can keep them open. And first call in your sensory imagination. What does this vision feel like? And simply allow yourself to feel it and to enjoy it. Soft, tense, warm, cold, contracted, expansive. What does it feel like in this moment? Embodying it and experiencing it now. What does it sound like? It's possible tone or melody, sound, hearing it. And enjoy hearing it. How does it taste like? Its flavor. And enjoy tasting it. What would its taste be like? And what does it smell like? Its fragrance and aroma. And express your enjoyment through, you can use your voice as well. And breathe it in, this fragrance, this aroma. What does it smell like? And enjoy the smell. Let it become real right now. And now reach out to it, embrace it, and touch it. It's here right now. Enjoy touching it. What is its texture like? Smooth, rugged, edges, flexible, supple. Enjoy touching it. It's real. And what does it look like? See it in all its magnificence and glory and all the detail possible. And enjoy seeing it and looking at it. Let it surprise you. What is its color? And enjoy attuning yourself to its color. Might have multiple layers. What is its shape like? Enjoy observing its shape. Does it stay the same or does it shift shapes? What is its rhythm, its pulse? Enjoy attuning yourself to its rhythm. How does it breathe? Attune yourself to its life force and breathe it in to all your trillions of cells and billions of neurons. How does it move? attune into its momentum. Let it become part of you. You're moving with it and in it, and it's all around you. Now use your intuition, your inner knowing, and ask it if it does have a specific insight or message or gift that it wants to share with you right now. And enjoy listening to it. And open your heart, body, mind, and soul to receive it, this gift. Now use your mental imagination and explore what ideas or stories it has to tell and share with you. And tap into that timeline here right now. And call up future memories into this moment. Something that you need to perceive and receive right now to take from this moment forward. And allow yourself to become totally one with this vision, inside out, upside down, back to front. Simply notice any emotions, thoughts, or sensations, or movements in your body as you are present with it for a moment, experiencing it on all levels. Body, mind, heart, spirit. And when you're ready, you can come back into this moment and share the quality, a quality that comes up for you that combines your whole sensory experience, this emergence that came up. You can share it in the chat when you're ready, but take your time. A quality.
I don't feel like writing anything.
You don't have to. It's okay.
I would like to share with you what I have seen.
You're welcome.
It was, again, this circus image, and I sort of revived what I had seen. But, you know, in a different way. It's not exactly as it was, but, and all this, the sounds. First I had a melody, I can't remember it now. It was not a song. It came just like, and then I also heard, and when I saw all this scene again, when there were the drums and the people up in the sky in the round, on a round ring and playing the drums. I heard that, and I saw all the colors. And then at a certain moment, there came a sort of light going up on the right side, and I refused to see Jesus or somebody like that. So I just left it as a light, and you know. But then I saw, like in a fairy tale, I saw a gold and white carriage with horses and with all these people who are down there and sort of dragging them away. And I also saw, that's for me also very archetypical, I saw these bad guys, the bad animals, which were then, they were a sort of animals, black animals, and they can be, I don't want to say neutralized, but they can be overcome. They sort of disappear by taking on the lines, the leads, the white leads, and going with ahead with trust and following this guiding lines. And yeah, and then there came another thing, I don't know now in what connection, that something unexpected opened. I think in this case it was the mountain which opened up and something came out, or I can't remember, but there was exactly the reminder that there is something behind the mountain which might open up in the right time. So it seemed to me all very, you know, archetypical and all very symbolic. And I love that, the image, and I'm grateful that they came like that. So really good. Thank you.
Thank you, Heidi.
I have to admit that all of a sudden I forgot what the it was. What taste does it have, and what it, and I tried to, and it just, there came a lot of the honeysuckle, a honey-colored, like beehive, also the shape, and the rhythm was waltzing, and I came to that I trust myself that everything is just fine and well as it is. And I had no vision. I didn't see anything. And I am the visual type. Heidi, I don't know how you do it. Cirque du Soleil. My goodness.
We are in the V space, so we might also explain capacity.
Oh, that's it, yeah. Yes, and
She stole from you.
I guess the trust in this we space is what is so important to me, and that I just can trust myself, and even the vision and the situation as it is outside of this we space, it's all right. Everything is well as it is, and nothing will overpower us beyond our capacities. Thank you, Hannelie. Thank you, Gertraud. And thank you, Heidi, for the space.
I was very sensual, or what do you call it? So it was not a vision. I mean, there came some vision at the end, but I could feel it in my whole body. and the expansion is going on, still going on. And tingling, I could even, somehow, I don't exactly know the taste, but it was there. And the smell was very fresh and expansive. I don't know why I use that word, but also it was like, so not like peppermint that could be a little bit too hard. Like,
Sea breeze.
Yeah,
this is what I smelled.
to extend the breathing. And the pulse was funny enough, but the bones pulse, like in what is it called, when you feel the pulse of the bones? Osteopathy. Yeah, I could feel my bones moving. And the breathing was, what did I say? And the breathing was really deep. I mean, like, not 70 in a minute or so. It was, I don't know how many, but very little in a minute. And rainbow was, and it was a whole rainbow. I mean, like complete. And then there was this, when you asked what story, said being fully in present awareness is enough. Being fully in your heart is enough. And everything comes out of it. And then that resembles to this morning, then there came this gospel, or in his hands, he's got the whole world. And I had this feelings like, in my arms, I've got the whole world. And it didn't feel, you know, like bragging or anything. Like it was okay to feel that. And my lungs are almost not big enough to get in all the breathing, like. And there's a rhythm that is more like this. And I'm still doing this movement. Yeah. And it was so good to know you with me in this. It's kind of, everybody had a personal touch to it, but like, yeah, we are in this together. And it is as it is. Oh.
As I was sharing with you, I was just feeling, it's an interesting feeling to explain it. But the words that came with it was exuberant beauty. And I now feel it in almost in all my cells, physically. It's tingling and I don't think there's more words that need to be said from my side. I think we all welcomed the wee space already. This larger roll-on, and thank you. Thank you, Gertraud.
Yeah, and we're over time, but I think it's important to have to, yeah, to close it and giving back and tuning into that vision. So what do you want to acknowledge in yourself and in somebody in the group or appreciate? And if there is already a possible next step, an inspiring insight that might have bubbled up, feel free to share, but this is for the next session that will be naturally dedicated to manifesting our vision through inspired action. So, and we've found already the title, Together Manifesting Our Vision. So let's do the appreciation round and close for today.
Okay, I start. I appreciate the whole session, how you were able to get me into a space where the visioning was possible. And I still feel somehow to be there. You know, I'm not completely out yet. That's good. I appreciate in myself that I could do that and that I wasn't distracted by thoughts too much, at least. I could always regulate when the thoughts would come. I would say, oh, yeah, it's okay, but you know, let's continue with that. Sometimes I use thoughts to check, you know, when there were the right lines. I wanted to try out if they meant something else, but no, vision said, no, that's not so. So I said, okay. And yeah, that was a good experience. And I appreciate all of you to come and do these things with us. It's new, what we have never done something so experiential. And that's, thank you both to have introduced that. And I think we might do that more often. And hopefully the other members will join into that. We are a little bit more to have feedback on these things. I appreciate then for the people who are viewing that they might get an impression what we can do to change our state of, let's say, more skepticism, hopelessness, or whatever, by movement, first of all, and then by doing this sort of exercise. And as you did it so well, Hannelie, they might be able to have followed it. And yeah, I will write something for the publication, and then we send it out as an example, what we can do.
Will you send out the link to us?
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah. So thank you. That's a big appreciation, I can say. Thank you.
Well, actually, I did my appreciation before already. And appreciating your expertise in guiding into different states of mind, both of you, Hannelie and Gertraud, and trusting myself to follow and enjoying it tremendously. Yeah. So as I guess I said that before, and I will repeat it again in the future. It's something very precious we are doing here, and we cherish it, and it nourishes us, and I hope we shall do it in the future for a long, long time and continue. Thank you all.
Sometimes there are no words. I appreciate you trusting the process today and to be here and to give us this opportunity to play in this way and to explore in this way, to experience in this way, and for your amazing care and support and for all the beauty that emerges through this. This is really special to each of you and the space, Heidi, that you've created and holding for us so generously. And thank you, Gertraud, for playing together in this way and for also being open and for the beautiful weave flow. What bubbles up is it has already happened and it's overflowing.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. I appreciate Hannelie for, we had 2 wonderful conversations, and then we put together Google Drive document and worked on it together. And it was like, it was magic. It was really great to look what is floating and what could be best where, and so in having the viewers in mind as well. Yeah, thank you. And I would love to do it again, especially next time. So, and I appreciate you, Heidi, for the space you provide that we can do that for 3 years now, or even more. Yeah. And yeah, you really going deep into it and be mind and heart blown. Yeah. And I appreciate you, Monia, for your honesty, especially at the beginning, to say, I don't want to be playful. I just don't. And that opened up a whole space in which we could be playful. Yeah. So, and yeah, for your honesty all the way. That's what I really cherish in you. And about myself to do that, I love it. I really love it. So, yeah. That's my favorite thing to do. Yeah. So, and next time I say it again, we have the title, Together Manifesting Our Vision. So.
Yeah, wonderful. So for today, we stop the recording and we invite you then to join us for the next time. We might even stream it live next time. Let's see how we can do that. Okay. So ciao for the moment. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.